The cougar woke up from a nightmare. Because she was so hungry, she treated her master's arm like a pig's hoof. The cougar started licking, then looked at her owner's palm. Again she had the feeling of wanting to take a bite. Perhaps the cougar wanted to eat the braised pig's head. She began to rub against the owner's mouth and nose. Her name is Kelly. His owner asked if she was hungry. She just grinned. Kelly has a very odd habit. She likes to crawl into her owner's armpit and smell it, which was said to cure Kelly's insomnia. Kelly loves demolition like Husky. Anyway, she is a fierce beast. How can she not use her impressive strength? His owner has to hug and kiss her after work every day. So much so that his wife is jealous of Kelly. A few days ago this man bought fish to take home. He wanted to brush Kelly's teeth, then put the fish in the bathtub to test the cougar's fishing skills. The unexpected thing was, Kelly has lost her hunting instincts. Catching a fish is still a little scary to her. Her skills were even worse than a house cat. Looked at her. Her female owner could only sigh. All day she just lies down and waits for food. The cougar is about to turn into a pig. Having her is not as good as owning a dog. Kelly comes closer. She hesitates for a moment, then touches it with the claw. The fish didn't react. Finally, the cougar enters the water. Kelly dives into the water and tries to bite the fish, but she then gives up immediately. It doesn't seem very delicious. The owner's biggest fear is giving Kelly medicine. Recently, he came up with a way to put medicine in the meat. That's a great idea. Plus, Kelly is a simple girl. She can eat delicious meat at the same time take medicine. Before, he always had to use tools to give the cougar medicine. Kelly is relatively cooperative, but sometimes she spits it out. Sometimes she keeps it in her mouth. When the owner isn't paying attention, she vomits. So the owner must check again. Kelly is not stupid. She definitely refuses to open her mouth. In the end, there is no other way but to swallow. Mistress says Kelly is like her husband's little lover. She lies next to him, looks gentle and very feminine. The female owner often jokes that, "I'm not as feminine as a cougar. My husband was robbed." Kelly is gentle like water. She lays quietly next to the male owner. They look like a couple in love. She also doesn't go anywhere to play. She can read books with him for a few hours. Even his wife can't do that. The owner comes across a leopard. He wants his pet and the leopard to get to know each other. As a result, Kelly runs away again. The leopard is stunned, then falls to the ground laughing. "Your name is so fierce. How can you be so cowardly?" Funker woke up from his dream, yet he had 4 eyes looking at each other with a leopard. 30 minutes ago, Funker started to get sleepy. He fell asleep feeling so happy. But suddenly his head felt strangely warm, as if he was sleeping on a temperature-adjusting pillow. Funker seemed to figure out it was a leopard. That's why he didn't dare move. At that moment, his life hung in the balance. But luckily the leopard stayed up late last night, so he didn't pay any attention to Funker. Otherwise, he would have eaten the man to the bone. In fact, the leopard was just looking for a place to sleep. So he just focused on sleeping. Funker was a bit scared now. He still tried to act like it was okay, because if the leopard woke up, then there would be no escape for him to get out of this room. Funker seemed to understand everything about the leopards, so he remained motionless, as if waiting for the leopard to wake up on his own. The only thing he could do now was to pray. Although Funker looked so calm, there was already an undercurrent in his heart. The man kept on mumbling his prayers. At the same time, he also pulled out his phone to save himself by trying to send photos to his friends. Then there might be a chance of survival. The leopard here was still sleeping soundly, but the sound of his breathing still scared Funker to death. Very quickly, Funker also sent a signal for help. He always tried not to breathe heavily, then waited for the leopard to wake up on his own. That way, a bloody storm would be avoided. Funker today had a warm leopard pillow. Well, a true leopard pillow, as you can see. If Funker got out alive, he could tell this story for the rest of his life. But how soundly did this leopard sleep depended on how fast the prayer in Funker's mouth was said. There was only one hope for this matter. That was within minutes of praying. He had already fallen asleep with the leopard. Yes, that's right, Funker slept with the leopard. But it was clear that both of them had fallen into the same dream. Just like that, they both slept together for almost an hour. Then suddenly he woke up again. The leopard licked the sparse hair on Funker's head. You must know that the leopard's habit before killing their prey is similar to this. Just afraid of the next second, the leopard would open his mouth and grab a piece of Funker's head. But Funker was not afraid at this time, even actively petting the leopard. Perhaps at that moment, the two sides reached an agreement, and Funker ended up sleeping with this leopard pillow, while the leopard probably tried to treat Funker like a hearty breakfast. Was that breakfast probably brain tofu? Is there such a cruel mother in this world? Even though there is a lot of milk, she never lets her baby drink it. When moving, the lion cub cannot keep up with the herd. The mother lion still doesn't wait for him. At the moment, the wild dog was staring at the lion cub. Who doesn't get his mother's love? It was not easy to keep up with the herd, and he is now very hungry. In order to survive, the lion cub begs his mother for food. But before he arrived, he was estranged, watching other brothers and sisters drink milk. Even if you are a child born to a mother, why are you treated so differently? The intense hunger made the lion cub stand up and try again. He has been without nutrients for a long time, so it is difficult for him to move. I don't know how the lion cub perseveres through these days, seeing that he is about to successfully integrate into the milk-drinking herd. The mother lion suddenly stands up. Because she didn't want the lion cub to drink the milk, she angrily turns around and leaves. The lion cub has been rejected by his mother for so many times. Every time the lion cub wants to drink milk, mom will show her teeth to warn him. The other lion cubs can drink but you cannot. The young lion is like a child who makes a mistake. Loneliness and helplessness filled his childhood. To be able to live, the little lion can only drink muddy water every day. A fierce tiger doesn't eat her child, so why would his mother do that to him? However, this was the mother's wrong choice. From then on, the tiger cub's destiny will change. Not long ago, the mother lion gave birth to a litter of lions. The other lion cubs are all healthy and live happily, plus receiving love and pampering from mother. These lion cubs are raised by their mother to be plump. Their lives are so carefree. Only one lion cub did not receive God's favor. He is a lion with a congenitally disabled paw. Even walking is very difficult. Despite the fact that his body has defects, he still longs for a happy childhood. The young lion prepares to find his brothers and sisters to play. However, his siblings did not look at him. Everyone hates him, and felt that playing with him would be embarrassing. His mother also didn't even talk to him more than a word. She just stared at the isolated lion cub. In the animal world, it's like survival of the fittest. There are many animals that let their children live. They will prioritize feeding healthy babies with breast milk. It is natural for a lion cub to have a birth defect and be thrown away by his own mother. Who was to blame when he was born disabled? Even so, the lion cub was not defeated. To move faster, he often takes advantage of everyone's breaks to practice walking. The lions can hunt other animals to feed their stomachs. They need to keep moving with other animals. The long hours of walking combined with his disabled leg made him quickly lose the group. Not long after, what we can see is just the lion cub's lonely silhouette. Faced with the cruel reality, he cannot give up. He relied on everyone's footsteps and smell to continue walking. Finally, before sunset, he caught up with everyone. That time, his mother did not encourage him at all. Even his brothers and sisters also saw him as heir. The lion cub is used to this. But the lions did not wait for the disabled lion cub to recover. They start a new journey again. Summer in Africa is extremely hot. A long period of malnutrition made the lion cub unable to cope. He walked on the road and started to wobble. If not promptly supplemented with water and nutrients, the lion cub will die from dehydration. Look at the other brothers and sisters who can run and jump freely. The lion cub's eyes were filled with admiration and helplessness. Perhaps fate is sometimes so unfair. If a young lion wants to live, he needs to persevere. The lion cub's persistent efforts were not in vain. Once again, he kept up with the herd. Seeing other siblings drinking milk, he did not hesitate to try his luck. But as everyone knows the result, his mother turned around and left. The mother was determined not to let the lion cub drink milk. Hunger tormented the lion cub's entire body. The little lion didn't understand why his mother treated him like that. Does being born with a disability mean you can't live? He repeatedly hoped that his mother would love him a little. Even if that love is just 1/10 the amount of love his brothers and sisters get, he's still content. But the lion cub was not discouraged. He adjusted his mood and started the journey again. Soon they reached a water source. The little lion looked at everyone with their mouths open to drink the sweet stream. At that moment he felt even more hungry. He impatiently stood around on the shore. Because the slope ahead blocked his way. Once the lion cub accidentally falls into the water, he will immediately become a crocodile's dinner. But to live, he has no other choice. The cub could only prepare to climb down in fear. Because he knew his mother wouldn't take care of him, he must think of a way to drink water so that he can have a chance to live. Suddenly the mother lion roared at the lion cub, telling her child there is danger down there. When the lion cub's life was threatened, the mother lion softened her heart. At a moment's notice, she ran to him, then sucks the baby and carries him to safety. This time, the lion cub kept drinking water. He seems to cover all previous debts, as he knows that he can only drink water to live. Watching other brothers and sisters drink milk, the young lion still persistently chose to come closer. But this time, the mother lion did not refuse. After many days, the lion cub was able to drink milk. He finally felt the long-lost maternal love, but the mother's time for the lion cub is not much. When the lion cub was still opening his mouth to drink milk, the mother lion turned around and left. The lion cub could only keep licking the remaining scent of milk. He is like a child that no one loves. This scene made everyone feel sorry. Other prides of lions began another journey. Malnutrition combined with disability. This makes it very difficult for the lion cub to walk. Every step requires using all one's strength. He endured the pain and dragged his tired body close behind. Yet he was quickly left behind. The young lion soon got used to this state. 124, 0 hours 4 minutes and 21 seconds, 420. Not long after, he caught up with the herd again. It seemed like they were waiting for this disabled lion cub. All the lions stopped. They began to wait for the lion cub. At this moment, the lion cub understands that he is not alone. He sped up towards the herd. Perhaps the lion cub's perseverance moved everyone. Finally, the lions accepted this baby who never gave up. Time passed. Not long after, the disabled lion cub grew up. He became the family's master hunter. The disabled lion also successfully reached puberty and became the leader of the clan. He leads the lions to own their territory. The disabled lion's experience also encourages each of us. Why can't our lives be like this lion? The road of life cannot be smooth sailing. Difficulties are inevitable. The more you face adversity, the more unable you are to give up on yourself.